Hi guys, welcome back to New Dram Drinker. Today we are doing another video in our Tasted and Rated series. Anthony is going to be drinking whiskey today. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a bottle that I've wanted to own for a long time. It's not expensive, it's nothing like that. It's just a bottle that you see quite often. And I wanted to buy it and drink it at a time when I knew I'd probably enjoy it. It took us a while to get to a point. I'm kind of more into the peat now than Nikki is. And I just didn't want to rush it really. I think I did that at the start. We bought an Ardbeg, didn't we, at the very start, and it was just too much for us. So I didn't want to kind of ruin that journey by jumping too quickly into a peaty whiskey. So yeah, the Port Charlotte 10, heavily peated. Yeah, so I have drank a bit of this already, I must admit, but
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah.
I think the bottle feels quite light.
This isn't the first pour by any stretch of the imagination.
We can't actually tell how much is in there because the bottle is black, but when you shake it, there's not a lot left.
There's enough in there for a video. Yeah. Let's put it this way.
So what did you know about Port Charlotte? Why did you choose this one, do you think?
Nothing other than I knew it was kind of, you saw it a lot on the shelves of other whiskey drinkers, and it's on the shelves in a lot of bars, and I just love the bottle because it's something different.
Yeah.
I do love different. I always go on about this, that I love the bottles that you look at on the shelves and it just draws your attention to straight away.
And instantly recognisable.
Yeah, and knowing that it's a good whiskey that's inside it as well. It's not all just like smoke and mirrors in, fancy bottle and nothing to kind of go with, flavour wise to go with it. But it's just a cracking bottle. And I wanted one on the shelf, I genuinely did.
And I can tell the viewers that he drinks this quite a lot. Obviously, I'm nowhere near ready for this. I'm just dipping my toe in the peat. I could not drink this. But I know that you drink it loads, so I know that it's something you really enjoy. But
full disclosure, I drink it mainly in Boulevardier, so I don't drink it a lot as a dram. So honestly, even though there isn't a lot left in the bottle, I can't actually remember if I've had this as a dram or not. To actually analyse it like that, which is probably sacrilege, but
you're doing it now.
I enjoy it in a Boulevardier, and that is how you should drink your drinks, isn't it? How you enjoy them. So yeah, this may actually be a first as a dram.
Ooh, so exciting. Pop some in
your
glass then.
If I fall off my chair because peat is so strong, then it won't be quite as funny for me. It will be for you. So.
It would be interesting actually to see what you can nose and taste without all the other extras in a cocktail, like the pure whiskey.
Because a Boulevardier is obviously quite heavily influenced by a lot of other flavours, so you need a really strong peat to combat those. So I imagine it's going to be quite strong, to be honest. From what I've heard, it's quite strong. But
well, let's see what you can get from it.
Yeah, I can guarantee I'll get peat. Some smoke.
I'd be really disappointed if you didn't.
So, nice colour.
Yeah,
lighter than you imagine. I always imagine a peaty whiskey to be like really dark.
That looks like a really rich gold colour, like really beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, nice legs on it.
What can you nose?
Brace myself.
Enjoy the journey.
You see, now that's quite interesting because even though obviously the peat is there, it's kind of almost level pegging with the sweetness as well.
Okay.
Which is really surprising. I was expecting just like a Peatgasm.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I think we've just coined a new term.
Is that new term?
I love that. A Peatgasm.
A Peatgasm.
You heard it first here.
Yeah, that's a new t-shirt slogan, isn't it?
Before you even tell me anything, I'm going to say, because I've got the notes in front of me, I'm not surprised that there is a beautiful balance between the smoke and the sweetness. Okay. You are absolutely on the money there.
Right. Yeah, so it's the same old kind of things, vanilla, raisins, like I say, the peat. I mean, the sweetness is so kind of there. I mean, I've had other peaty whiskies and it really is just like a peat kind of thing, and there's not a lot else going. That's kind of their call to arms, and that's what they've gone for. But this is, there's a bit of maybe like malt going on, a woodiness. Maybe that kind of Yeah, because I'm thinking like the wet cardboard like I get sometimes, but I think that's the wood and the oak, isn't it? Right, I think that's just how I analyse that. Yeah, but if you're saying like if I did it how I do like my videos with about the cake, it would definitely be. I mean, the base would have to be like a malt loaf. Because of like that maltiness that's there, but the sweetness as well. You know, that really dark malt loaf that you can get. That raisins. Don't get like pepper or anything like that. Just seems quite.
What else can you get?
Vanilla. There's some vanilla. Every now and then I get like a hit of banana, but I don't know whether that's on there or not. But it's like almost like I don't know what that is. It's like a. Definitely kind of something like that.
Would you like me to tell you what Brookladdy website, who make it, are saying?
Give me a hand.
So you absolutely are on the money. They describe it. Can I just say, if you go on this website, a poet clearly wrote these notes. They say there's a harmony between the combination of the oak, the smoke, and the spirit.
Definitely.
It also says that there are waves of golden caramel, fudge, vanilla custard, ginger, nutmeg and clove. So I'm wondering if the clove is like the dark spirits, because that's quite a dark,
maybe I'm
heavy
mixing
spice.
up banana with custard.
Maybe. It says vanilla custard. They also say there is citrus fruits, not just any old citrus fruits, coaxed from the glass with a drop of water and a gentle lemon meringue and clementine.
Nice. Well, it's 50%, isn't it?
Yes,
I think it is, yes. So it
and
doesn't nose at 50%.
And the scent of the sea, the Atlantic coast, it says, the saltiness.
I don't get salt.
No.
Just do it.
Or the sea smell.
And we've had the rock oyster. I mean, that's salt.
It doesn't say salt. It says the sea. It made me think of salt.
Yeah.
But I think the description here is saying definitely oak and smoke and sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
is it pleasant?
Yeah, very pleasant. I think it would be.
Is there a lot going on?
Yeah. Yes and no, because like there is, but it's quite. You can tell it's going to be nice to drink.
I think the fact that you could tell there was two sides to it, the sweetness and the peat. I think that's what they're aiming for, isn't it? That you can get those.
Makes me want to drink it, which is what I always say. That's the main thing, isn't it? I'm enjoying those, isn't it? And it makes me want to drink it, so I'm gonna drink it.
Go.
I'm gonna drink it.
Go drink it.
Give me permission.
I give you permission.
Ooh. Yeah, there you go.
Go on.
Okay, so when it first goes in, it's almost calm. So it's like it almost lures you into a false sense of security that it's going to kind of just be like a nice mellow ride, and then that kind of dissipates and the peat just imagine like let's go to that sea that you said. So it's the sea is just washing up the shore as you first drink it, and then a big massive whopping like wave of peat comes and knocks you off your feet and drags you into the coral, but you're loving every minute of it.
Okay. Fabulous.
I would say that is probably the best way.
I totally understand that.
I can explain it.
Do you get any of the sweetness on the palate?
That's at the start. It's like it's when you've got it, when you drink it at the start, it's sweet, like raisins, vanilla, like a multitude of other whiskies in a way. Not wanting to like, you know, say it's a bad thing, but only stretch. But you would be fooled into thinking that it was just a normal whiskey or one of many others. Then you swallow it, and it's almost like the peat is like, hang on a minute, mate, I haven't finished yet. So it then comes and like just makes its presence completely known, and it's like that's what overtakes the sweetness. But then I'm not going to get ahead of myself because I'm going to get into the finish, but it's almost like the finish then kind of is an amalgamation of the two.
Okay.
Not neither is winning. It's kind of just kind of is happy to kind of cohabitate your mouth, if you know what I mean.
Do you know what? You're absolutely on
Am
the
I?
money.
That's all right.
So on their website it says palate. First, there is a noticeable delicacy and softness in the texture, which is what you said, are really pleasant. Then the balance of the flavour is superb as the smoke wraps around all the sweetness drawn from deep within the oak. It does say you could also taste coconut vanilla custard, lemon honey, combined, this sounds disgusting, but combined with smoked oysters and sun-baked salty sand.
Oh, nice.
So you've got the sweetness and the sea in
the sand. I was on about the shore.
But the finish that you did allude to, I'll ask you to delve a bit deeper, but you are on the money with the combinations.
Right, okay.
It's saying there is a depth and many layers interchanging each sip. So you are on the money, as in you did this, then you felt this, then you tasted this. So yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
So
I'm glad about
very
that.
complex.
Because I was worried, to be honest, that it was going to drink it and it would just be like, yeah, peat.
Smoke
it's peat.
and sweet.
Peat.
So expand on the finish. See what else you can get, because there are some other interesting stuff in the finish.
I'm going to go in again then.
But I think the thing to think about on the website, it says there are many layers. Each sip, there is a whole host here.
See, when it's washing around your mouth, the peat it's there, but it's like, you know, when you have other whiskies, I think the Bowmore 12, is it? That's got a certain amount of, like, it's got a peat element in there.
Smoke.
And it's like that at the start. You would say there's a smoky, peaty element to this whiskey. But as soon as you swallow it, it's like...
What do you get then?
Then it's the peat.
Okay.
I want you to try it. Come round here. Come round here. I want you to try it. You have to come round, because I think you need to experience this. I genuinely
I'm probably not going to
like
like it then, am I?
Yeah, come in front of me. And drink.
I'm scared.
And tell us what you think.
It just smells really peaty.
But taste it and then just see if it's the same. Again, it's not peaty and then it comes through.
It is peaty. Like, definitely get the peat. But yeah, I can get, there's a real sweetness, tangy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say oranges is what I feel.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's interesting.
Do you get it where it doesn't kick in at the start? It just comes,
there's two sides to it, which I think is what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's a peat and a sweetness. There's definitely two sides to it. It's a punch in the face for me.
Is it? Is it a Peatgasm?
That's probably my first Peatgasm live on camera.
You're still drinking it. I thought it would either be like...
I'm interested. No, it's not vile.
Yeah.
And I would not have been able to do this had I not been dipping my toe regularly. I definitely get the peat and then the sweetness. Do
you get it in the waves?
Yeah. There's like a honey orange is what I'm thinking.
Anyway,
I don't even know if that's what
this is my review. Taking over.
Okay, so let's tell you what it says on the finish. So bear in mind the palate is the delicacy and the balance between the smoke, the vanilla custard, the lemon and honey. The finish, it says, the poet that wrote this says, the finish is sublime.
Ooh, I like sublime.
Yes.
It's not a word I use enough.
No, maybe we should start using it. Smoky for sure, but then the soft sweetness of fudge, malted barley, oranges. Oh, I said oranges.
You did.
I genuinely couldn't remember this. Mango, banoffee pie, which is banana. Banoffee pie has banana in the top. There you go. Hinting at the depth and the quality of the oak. Many layers interchanging on each sip.
Yeah, I agree with that.
As the smoke comes and goes, so too do the notes of the spirit. Ripe apple and apricot, beautifully intertwined with molten oak, sweetness, and that typical Port Charlotte style of dry smoke. It's worth drinking just to read the notes.
Yeah,
it's probably the most eloquent adaptation I've ever read.
Cool. But yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Tale of two halves, I would say, definitely. But very balanced, not like one and then the other. Definitely well.
I think if it's
cultured.
is it the right word? Epitome of waves.
Yeah.
Kicking in.
And it says that, so it's expecting you to have layers
and
and layers and layers.
Because I mean, I don't think I've had such a big leap in layers from sweetness to peat in a drink before.
Doesn't it make a whiskey really interesting?
I think you
want to drink it again.
Isn't this what whiskey is about?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like the fact that you can drink a drink. How many drinks in your life will you ever drink that change as you drink them?
Never.
And it's like it take you on a journey. It's like you go from, like, you're sat in your living room or your kitchen or wherever it is you're drinking it, and a drink can take you on a journey. And I don't know of it many.
And the fact that you can talk about it, because you know, I've said before, you can go out and drink a gin with some friends, but nobody talks about it. It's
almost like, I don't mean to like diss gin, because it's got its place and a lot of people love it, but it seems more disposable, if you know what I mean, to me anyway. It doesn't take me on a journey or take me anywhere when I'm drinking gin, but that's obviously my place, because this isn't new gin drinker, it's new Dram Drinker. So are you saying that this is a lovely bottle and you would absolutely buy this again? I would say it is gorgeous. I will 100% replace it. It excites me because I want the Octomore. Okay. And I'm hoping that will be, eventually will be like, that's at the moment, my kind of idea of my peak whiskey peat journey. Yeah. If there are more to go on from Octomore, by all means put them in the comments. I need the hints and the help to get to that. But yeah, I mean, if this is where I am at the moment, then I'm completely happy living here for a little while longer. So yeah.
What are you going to rate this beautiful bottle?
So I'm going to give it silver.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised me there. Fantastic.
Highly recommend it. And if you like a peat whiskey, go get it.
You should have one on your shelf.
Definitely. Just just for how it looks and how it tastes is enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to say?
We have dabbled would I say big toe or little toe, into the t-shirt market. So if you're enjoying the channel and you want to support the channel in any way, then buy a t-shirt. We'd love to see you in the t-shirts, Instagram, Twitter, post your pictures. We want to get the word out there and welcome you into the family, and if that means that you can wear one of our t-shirts, that'd be awesome. As we always say on New Dram Drinker to end the videos, it is pour it, drink it, enjoy it. Cheers guys.
Thank you.